Hi there, I'm Eggfur, and today I'm going to show you how to build this compact but really efficient iron farm for Bedrock Edition. And the farm is unusually small, but the great thing is that this will work in the current version, which is 1.17.11 at the moment, but it will become really a great farm come 1.17.30 because the mechanics are changing. And this farm is optimized for 1.17.30. In the current version, it'll get you about 120 an hour ingots. In 1.17.30, it'll get you around 280. Okay, so that's in the beta at the moment. Things are subject to change, but this farm is going to be really simple to build, as you'll see in a moment. Okay, before I show you how to build it, some really important things that you must do before we start. First of all, make sure you build this 100 blocks at least away from any other village. And that includes natural villages, farms with villages that you've built, anything that has a workstation or a bed or a bell in it. You need to be 100 blocks away from all of those things. Okay. The other thing is that you want to make sure that you have a little bit of space around the farm where you avoid having high ground. So you want a nice flat space, and it's got to come out 8 blocks from all of the beds in every direction. And you want to be at least 5-6 blocks down, so nothing should be above this height here within the surroundings of your farm. Okay, so make sure you do that and you should be good. And finally, whereabouts to build it. I would recommend you build this in a dry biome like we are here in the desert, because then it doesn't rain, and when it does rain for too much, villagers don't work. If they don't work, you don't get golems. Okay, so building this in a dry biome is super helpful. It makes sure you get the best rates, and it also avoids lightning as well. So that's a good thing if you're going to be AFK here for quite a long time. Everything you need to build a farm is in this chest here, and you can see the top 4 lines are the actual items that will be part of the farm, and we've got some additional items at the bottom which will help you get villagers in. They are approximate because it kind of depends where you're getting your villagers from, but you will need some rails and some mine carts probably. And I'm not going to read out all of this. Have a look in the description. I'll give you a full item list in there.
Okay, so let's dive straight in. On Bedrock!
I'm going to show you how to do this build in survival. So I'm all suited and booted, got my diamond gear, got my diamond pickaxe, all fresh from the creative menu. But we are actually going to do the build in survival mode. So I'm going to switch to survival now, and I'm going to pick up the stuff I need from that chest. Okay, so I'm going to take some building blocks, ladders, hoppers, the chests, and then probably a load of everything else. I don't think I can fit everything, so we'll just have to leave behind a couple of beds, I think. One bed. Actually, that's a bit annoying. Let's leave the signs behind. There we go. And the farm is I'm going to start off here with my storage. So the farm is actually going to go mostly that way and this way. So place a double chest here, one on top, come behind them, and on the left-hand side, crouch click hoppers into the back of each of those. So the funnels are pointing into the chest. Crouch click into the side of the top hopper, like that. And then we're going to grab the cobblestone and we're going to go and pillar up 1, 2, 3 blocks here. Put a glass block crouch clicked on top of the chest there, and your campfire goes on top of this hopper. So I've got up 3 blocks, and I'm going to place some ladder down here so that I can easily get up and down. I'm going to go up another 6 blocks, so that's 3 already. We've done another 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a cross like this. So remember, our chests are behind us. We're facing this way, and turn right and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass here. A fleshing table, a temporary block, and another fleshing table, and then 2 more on the sides to make a cross, and 1 more in this front right corner. Break a temporary block, and put glass on top of all of these fleshing tables except this front one nearest to you. come back behind you, build up on top of these 3 blocks, and then we're going to run a channel of glass from here all the way along to there and back again this way as well. So our village is going to get loaded into the pod along here. There's a hole in the bottom at the moment. We'll go and fix that in a mo. Okay, so this glass block here, stand on there and come out 1, 2, and this block will be the corner of the bed platform, and it's going to be 7 blocks that way and 6 blocks that way, minus a couple of blocks, which I'll show you how to miss out later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm just going to fill it in, and I'll see you in a mo. Okay, we actually only need 20 beds, and we've got 2 blocks too many, so I should take out those 2 in the corner, and then we can start placing our beds. Okay, so starting on this corner, I'm facing the pod, and I'm going to just jump and place a bed there. So this pillow is facing towards the pod over there. And then just crouching, I'm going to go along here and do the rest. Then come around the other side, facing back this way now, and the last set of beds are going to go back with their pillows facing towards the centre of the platform. And do try and get them that way around. Okay. So I don't need this block here. And actually I'm going to break all of the blocks underneath the platform. We'll do that from below in a mo. Okay, so that's bed platform done. Now I want to do the spawning platform, and the corner of spawning platform will be this block here where we've got a little hole. So let's just build up first by 2 blocks on each of those. And then if this is the corner of spawning platform, I want to go 11 blocks along that way and 9 blocks along above the channel here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to fill all of this in, square it off. So we're going above the channel. Okay, and then I just need to fill this in. So there's our spawning platform, and I'm going to put a 1 high cobblestone wall all the way around the outside. I can start here and just go along like this. Now I'm out of cobblestone, so I just need to go back to the chest and grab some more of that, and we'll finish off some ladder. Right, so just going to build up my ladder a bit more, and we're going to go down here and try not to kill ourselves on the way. Fill in the rest of the ladder as we go. There we go. Pick up all the rest of my blocks here. Okay, and on top of this, a 1 high glass wall, and do use glass, especially as we're in a desert. Kind of makes sense. There we go. So this is where we had our little hole we've left in the corner of the platform, and I want to have 3 blocks along this wall here, and then I'm going to have another 3 blocks coming this way, so a total of 4, just like that. We've got 4 there, 3 there, and then I'm going to build myself a little AFK spot, which is going to be at this level here, and we're going to make sure that we can still get up our ladder like so. So I can happily AFK up here. This does need to be glass, stop spawning. I am going to put a torch down here as well, just for light really. And then I need to build a roof to avoid phantom spawns. That roof is going to be 3 blocks up here like this. And I want a torch on there as well. I'll pop back down and finish up my roof from down here. And there we go. Just break these. Don't put any solid blocks up here because you might find that things can spawn on them. You should be okay, but generally I'd avoid trying to put anything up here. Okay, so next bit of work is down below. I'm just going to finish off this ladder here, and then I'm going to come down and we're going to start tidying up a little bit down here. So we pointed out that we've got a hole in our pod here for the villagers, which is no good at all. Oops. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to put, ignoring this one in the corner, I'm going to put a block under each of these 4 there. Then a temporary block here and another fleshing table as the floor. Go to that. Get rid of these. And then I need to break the platform under the beds as well. Okay, so that's all done. So then we're going to come around here, and this is going to be the drop chute where the smoke is for our iron to fall down, and I actually need to finish off the sides of it. So I'm going to put up a couple, and then we could do this down here, which joins up the glass, and this one down here, which is going to join up with the topper, just there. Okay, same on this other side. So I'm going to pillar up by a couple of blocks. Try to burn myself. And then just bring this down like this to join up with those 2 blocks we placed. So that's a drop chute. Coming down is for campfire. We can open this chest because of the glass above it. And all our lovely drops will fall into there. That's pretty much the structure of Iron Farm done, and we need to start talking about villagers. Okay, so villagers, let's not beat around the bush. The hardest part of any Bedrock Iron Farm is getting your villagers where you want them, and I've tried to make it as easy as possible, and I'm giving you choices. So if you have a nearby village, you can go to that village and you can bring back 10 villagers if you want. Maybe put a rail line in, bring back all 10 villagers. Or you can just bring back 2 villagers. And if you do that, you can do it in a boat, for example, and just pull the boat along on the lead. If you have a breeder nearby, then of course you can just bring in all 10 villagers from the breeder. And the final choice is you can wander around at night, killing lots of monsters, and hopefully eventually you will find 2 zombie villagers. And they tend to spawn in pairs, so if you find 1, you should find 2. And you can entice them back to your farm, get them into mine carts, and then cure them. And if you want to do that, you're going to need a potion of weakness, you're going to need a golden apple for each villager, and you'll need to wait for them to cure, and they'll become villagers. Then keep them safe from monsters until at least morning. Okay, so lots of choices. Any of those theoretically will work. If you only start with 2 villagers, we're going to build a breeder, and that's what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so bear in mind that if you're going to bring in 10 villagers into your farm from a breeder or a village, then you don't need to build the villager breeder. But either way, we need to get them up onto this top platform. And I'm going to use these 2 villagers that I made earlier from some zombie villagers. So I'm going to build the breeder, and I'll show you how to do that now. So I'm going to go over here, and we're going to build a rail line which goes up to the platform. So to do that, I'm going to come up and just pillar up a little bit. Like that should do. And then this second block along, just here under the overhang, you want to place, let me just go up 1 more, place a block just there. And we're going to break the block above it. just like that. Okay, and then all we need to do is build a staircase down like this, and I can break these blocks to get a little bit lower and keep coming just like that. And then hopefully I can reach those from the floor. And what I want to do is I want to build, you see I've got a step here, I'm going to build a little 2x2 platform there. So I'm going to come out one more block just there, and then along the sides there and there. And that allows me to turn a corner, so then I can come back down like this. And just keep stepping down all the way, and I'm bringing my rail line underneath my platform here. Of course, if you're going to a village or somewhere else, you can build that how you need to get there. And then I'm going to just spam some powered rails along here, all the way up. And until we get to here on this little platform, then we use normal rails to go around the corner. And then powered rails up to this last block here before we get level of the platform. And here I want a normal rail again. And I'm going to put a block just there. So I can't get in that way at the moment because it's all blocked. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. I'm going to come out here so that I can get onto my platform this way. Okay, powered rail here. And then you want 3 solid blocks along here and another 2 coming this way. So we've got 3 altogether coming this way as well, forming a corner. Come onto the powered rail and face back towards your AFK area. And we're going to place a piston. That piston's going to be facing back towards us here. Okay, and we're going to use this essentially to be able to push against our villagers' heads, and it just forces the babies out in a particular direction. So now I need to stop the minecart when it gets to here, and I'm going to use a couple of blocks just there to do that. Then the last thing is, diagonally from this corner block, place one more towards the central platform, and do a row of 5 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I can use that to get back out. So this rail here, we need to power it. And I've got some levers, which I'm going to use for that. So come down here and just pick one of these. Turn that lever on, that powers that rail. Come down here. We'll do the same just there, I think. Just check that gets to the bottom. It does. Normal rail, and then we're going to use powered rails up here. Just fill this hole in. And they're going to bring powered rail. Oops. Go to these. Powered rail like that. And then I can use my last lever here just to power that. And then hopefully, if I give these guys a little nudge, they'll go all the way up here and end up inside the breeder there. I need to break this minecart because otherwise the second one won't be able to get in. So just break that minecart, pick that up, and then we'll go and get our second villager. Going to push his minecart onto the track and he should set off. There we go. Great. Take the lever with you. We're going to need that for our piston. And then come back up here into there, break the minecart, pick it up, and place the lever on the piston here and just extend it. And because that pushes these guys back into their hole, then the babies will actually come out this way. And just to encourage them to move away a little bit, I'm going to put some water down here, like that. You can now break this block. And this is where we're going to give food to those villagers. Before we do that though, a couple of things. One, I want to fill in this hole for now. And then I want to get my signs. And I want to put one on this corner block here, one diagonally up from it there, and one on this last block here. And that creates a little pocket here where I keep my larva. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're good to go. We can feed our villagers, and there's a very particular way I want you to do this. So if you are using carrots or potatoes, you want to use 48 at a time, and that will give you exactly 4 babies. If you're using bread, then use 12 at a time, and that will give you 4 babies. If we give them more than that, then it gets a bit messed up and you get the wrong number of babies. If you give them less, it's just a bit too slow. So let's start off by giving them those 48 carrots. I'm just going to come over here and just drop them down at their feet. They'll pick those up and they'll start to make babies. And we'll get 4 in short order, hopefully. Okay, so here comes our 4th baby. We've got 3 already. The 4th one is about to arrive. Get dropped down here. And you'll see that we're starting to spawn cats already. That's a good sign. There's our 4th baby. So now I can just come up here and I want to give them another 48 carrots or 48 potatoes or another 12 bread. I want to have 12 villagers in total in case some of them grow up to be nitwits. And if they do, we can then kill them. We'd be really unlucky to get more than 2 nitwits. But if that does happen, then we'll need to make another baby or 2 after that. If you're wondering why we're building a villager breeder rather than just throwing carrots or potatoes, whatever, on the platform, the answer is that if they are free to move around, they get a bit stressy at night, they can't get to their beds, and they stop breeding. Whereas in that 1x1 space, they'll carry on breeding day and night. So it's much more efficient. And you might want to light this place up as well. So if you're going to be here at night, then make sure you've got some torches down to stop mobs spawning in here. All right, and here comes our 8th baby. I want 2 more. So this time we want 24 carrots or potatoes, or if you're using bread, each want 6 bread. Drop that at their feet. Okay, I think we're nearly done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And our 10th baby is about to arrive. There he is. Plus 2 there, that's 12. And all we're going to need to do now is wait 20 minutes for all of these guys to grow up. We'll leave the breeder in place for the time being, just in case we're really unlucky and we get more than 2 nitwits. Like I say, that's not very likely to happen, but just in case. And let's talk about cats really quickly. So with cats, if you want your farm to produce string, then you don't really do anything. The cats will get killed by the campfire down there, and you won't get any string. If you do not want to kill your cats, then one option is to remove the campfire, or you can tame these guys just by giving them some fish, and then they won't despawn, and you can pop them back into the pod with all the villagers as well. Okay, so we're back, and all our babies have grown up. I feel like a proud father of some weird grown-up children. Strange. Anyway, and looking around, I can't see any nitwits at all, so that's good. We can just get rid of 2 of them, because we only need 10. So I'm going to get rid of these guys here. That one, and that one. Bye-bye. And then we need to be a little bit careful how we do this next bit. So I'm going to go and collect this water to start with. So let me come around here, collect that water, and I'm going to start to break this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, collect all of that. Break this one, and I'm going to put another block there. Okay, so next I'm going to make a hole just here. And I want to put some water down there, but I can't do it quite yet because I've only got 2 buckets. And so I want to make an infinite water source. And the way we're going to do that is by putting 1 there. Then we're going to leave a gap and put 1 here. That middle block here now becomes infinite water source, so I can refill my buckets. And go over here look down there and place a water stream there. And then of course I can go and fill this back up again. Oops, did I do that in the wrong place? I did. That's okay. Get up from there. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put water all along here up to this block. So I'm going to leave 2 blocks at the end where there's no water. And what's going to happen is all of my villagers and my cats will get pushed down the hole. And those cats will eventually despawn if I move away from the farm and come back, so I'll get more cats. But like I said, if you want to tame them and keep them, you can do that too. Okay, so I've got to my 3rd one. I'm going to miss one, place one here, miss one, place one here. Fill these back up. And then miss one, place one here, and leave 2 at the end. Really important, otherwise you'll get static water. Come over to this corner. So our hole is down over there now. And we're going to start putting water along here. And this is going to be at the glass level, so it's too high. I need to keep coming back over here and refilling my buckets. And just go all the way along. And one more just in the corner there. And what you'll see is that there is one gap left there where the water doesn't go. And we're going to place a solid block along just underneath this this bit of water where it drops down a level. So a 2nd block along on the ground, just there, and that'll extend it out. And there we go. All our villagers have fallen down. I can place now a block here, and I want to place lava in this corner here. Okay. I've got a golem already. That's great. And mine have come really quick because I've got the time set to daytime. You may have to wait up to, well, you know, sort of 10-15 minutes max before your farm starts working, because the villagers all have to work. They only do that at certain times of the day. Okay, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to collect that water source first. Drop stuff down. So you can see all the villagers are in here now, and we're going to cover them up with glass like this, and that one. We're going to make them nice and safe. Then I can break all of this. Don't need this anymore. What I do need, though, is a way to getting out of here safely. So I'm going to build along to get to my ladder here. And I want to break this block. And you'll see below that is the campfire. And then we're just going to build up here to close off that drop chute. Okay. Break this. And we're going to head for... Break that as well. Off we go. And we have a fully working farm. So now you can get rid of all of this stuff, and make sure you get rid of all those extra blocks which you put underneath the platform as well at the top. So I'll break that off and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so that's all tidied up. And there's one last thing I just want to do, just to make sure that the farm stays in good shape. We can walk around here, and I'm just going to raise the wall here by 1 where the water is too high. So this will just make sure that nothing can spawn along, or sorry, can jump out of the water, get lifted out of the water and get onto the side. There we go, like that. Let's go and have a look. Got some iron already. And that's all falling into this chest here. So you can see already 13 in that time. So there you have it, folks. That's our iron farm. And you can see it's really compact. It's going to become super efficient in 1.17.30 onwards. And what I'll do is I'll update the rates. I'm also going to show you how to make it even more efficient by adding more villagers later, but I'm waiting for the mechanics of 117.30 to be absolutely confirmed so that we don't get any more changes. But this is a really fantastic iron farm and a lot simpler to build than what we had before. So if you want to see the later editions, then please think about subscribing to the channel, and if not, drop me a comment anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.